welcome to Coffee Chat with me, Jody Misiak. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for following. So grab your coffee or tea and come chat with me. Today I'm going to share something really cool that I discovered over the summer. And it just has really been helpful with my life. And do I always remember it? No. It's in life, if we don't use it, we forget and we lose it. We forget about it. So I'm going to share it with you. And it's just a really fun and really powerful tool. Yeah. So over the summer, I was listening to Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. And there's something really cool in it that really has helped me. And it is the power, I call it the power. It's I am. So, we go throughout our day sometimes not even realizing what we're saying. I'm tired. That one I used a lot. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'm not good enough. And then there's just so many things we can get into. I am unhealthy. I am overweight. I'm fat. Like, we can get right down to that nitty gritty. And those things don't serve us, because then they're shining light on the things we don't want. So I just want to share with you, so I was literally listening to this over the summer, and I was laying in a tent in the cold. Like, my family was in there, and we were camping out at Friend Fest, and we were laying, and I ate something that did not agree with me. So I was in some serious stomach issues. Before I figure out how to help prevent that, there came this time where I'm laying it was really, really cold, and I was laying in a tent in so much pain. And luckily I had Dr. Wayne Dyer's voice in my head with the whole I am. So here I was laying on an air mattress in a cold, and I'm like, I'm in pain. And I just got caught in this negative pattern of what I'm feeling physically at that moment. And I decided in that moment that I would start thinking about and saying that in my head, obviously, because I didn't want to wake my family, but I was like, I am healthy. I feel good. And it was just a matter of shifting. Now, it didn't happen in an instant that I felt better, but that moment did shift me into a place of starting to feel better. Does that make sense? So we can get so wrapped up in how we're feeling right in this moment. And I am all about honoring your feelings. But sometimes it might just be a place that we can't honor them at that time. And I'm not about, I love affirmations, and this is pretty much one of them. And it's the most simplest affirmation in my opinion, because you can easily go to I am and reverse what you're thinking. And I'm all about, I love affirmations. I love the I am, but I also want to remind you when we're saying this is that it also is getting down to what you're feeling. Like, if it's an emotion that you're like, maybe you're feeling sad and you're like, I'm happy. And just shoving that emotion aside might not be good, but sometimes you just need to shift out of a negative state to a more positive one. And the I am is super powerful for that. So like I said, I was laying there, and it didn't happen over in a minute. I wish it did, because I was in so much pain, but it allowed me to have a tool to feel like I was doing something, because I was just laying there in so much pain and in so much agony. And I was like, what am I going to do? Do I get in the car and drive home? What am I going to do here? And that's where the I am really did come in, because then I eventually fell asleep. It's like, I am warm. I am, and you just get to that. So I am is super powerful. Now, if you go from I am lazy, it's I have so much energy. That might not feel good. Do you know what I mean? If you feel like you're lying to yourself, that isn't good either. So it's getting to that next feeling of emotion. So, it's I am doing the best I can. I am happier than I was yesterday. I am looking for support. I am, I am loved. It can be very, grab to what feels good. Now, the really cool thing is when you do use I am, the more you say it, the more you can believe it. However, you can't, I talk about this all the time. You can't go up a ladder, go from the bottom to the top. Like, you can't just jump there. You need to work your way up the ladder. So if you're feeling really low, don't try and pretend that you're going to be super excited, super happy. Just go to the next feeling that feels good, that is believable for you, or almost believable. And the other thing that Dr. Wayne Dyer said in this book that is really powerful is that you also feel how you want to feel. So it's using visualization, and just, our physical bodies might feel one thing, but we can tell our brains to feel another thing. So it's really neat. And that's what I was doing. When I was in that tent, crumpled in a ball, in so much pain, I thought about what it would feel like to feel good, to feel warm, and to just feel like I love sleeping in a tent. But at that moment, I did not love it. So I was just remembering, what would it feel like to feel good? Ask yourself, what would it feel like? So if you have any physical pains and difficulties, things that are holding you back, what would it feel like? What would life look like if you didn't have that pain? What could you do? And every day, take a couple minutes. It could even be 5. Close your eyes, take a breath, just be, and then feel like what it would look like, feel what it would be like if you didn't have that pain or any of those setbacks in your life. A lot of the time we hold ourselves back thinking that's all we have is what is in this moment. But it's not. It's just this moment. We can change it as we go throughout life. So it's all about sitting down and being still. And then the I am is really there for all day long. So I really encourage you today. This is your homework. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to give you homework. Well, kind of, sort of. If this feels right to you today, be mindful. That's all I'm asking. Be mindful of your words to yourself in your life. I will be the first to admit that I don't always do this. I get wrapped up in life, gotta get the kids to school, gotta do this, gotta do that. The laundry needs to get done. And it's when I don't slow down that I get so overwhelmed. And then I get caught in the loop. Like, I'm lazy. Why did I let the laundry get that built up this fast? Why can't I, have more energy? And, why, and just the I ams, the negative side of I ams. Or, beating myself up for it. And when you just switch it, it's like I said, I am doing the best that I can. Or I'm doing what I can right now. Start feeling better and work your way up. And it's just a shift. And it really can change your energy around. It can shift you enough to get off the couch and go do something. It's like, I am enough. I am worthy. Those might actually seem too far. And it could be like, I am starting to love myself, or I'm starting to build a deeper, loving relationship with myself. It doesn't have to be, here, I'm not enough, to I'm enough. Everybody loves me. You might not be able to get there. Baby steps, right? It's all about baby steps. Trust me, I am learning that with my business. It's all baby steps. It's taking the time to be present with yourself. So again, today, be mindful. What I ams are you using? Because you're literally telling yourself and the universe that that's who you are. So, and then the fun thing to do is, what do you want to say? So if you're saying, I'm lazy, I'm not good enough, even I'm overweight. That was a story I've lived for so long. What can you say instead? What do you want to be? So if you don't want to be overweight, but you keep saying you're overweight, or You know, like for me, it's I am loving my body. That has been the hugest thing. Instead of, we're not going to go too much into my fitness and my self-love journey around my weight, because I know I've said it before and this is not what it's really about today. However, the moment that I decided to love my body instead of like all about weight loss, that's when the weight really started to shed. And it's because I'm loving my body and I'm doing things that are in line with who I am, and you know, filling my body with love instead of hating it for being overweight. So that was a huge shift for me. So it can just be, you know, I'm overweight. It's like I am doing things out of love for my body, and things like that. It's whatever shift works for you. And it could be I am tired. It's like I am taking the steps necessary to have more energy. Like if that's where, like just over a year ago, I was a zombie. I was a sleep zombie for not sleeping for 2 years. And if I would have had those tools that I might not have actually been ready for them in that moment. But if you're just a little tired because, you know, life happens, you're not sleeping through the night, or you're not getting enough sleep, start saying, you know, like I am working on getting enough sleep so I have energy. Or it's like, I am energetic. Like maybe that's all you need. You can jump that far if you're ready for it. But I'm just letting you know, like you don't have to have like from very low energy to high. If that doesn't feel good, then it won't really work for you. So I would love to hear your IMs. Like what do you want to start telling yourself instead of all the negative IMs? And remember to take time to feel it, to really feel the IMs. Like, what would it feel like if, you know, it's like, I am healthy? What would that feel like? To me, like that feels like just so much energy and flexibility. And of course, like my healthy gut. And actually saying those IMs, getting back to the camps thing just for a quick second, it did help me fall asleep, but it also made me take action very shortly after. I think it was actually the week after. I'd have to look at a calendar. But the week after, I started going, okay, if I get into this situation again, what can I do? I looked up ways of how to deal with poor indigestion, and I started taking steps to help build my healthy gut a little bit better. And having those tools beside me to really help me. So just saying the IMs helped me in that moment, but it also helped me look for solutions for the future. So that's pretty cool and super powerful. So there was actually something else I want to share with you, a quick little line that I really loved also from Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I didn't bring the card, so I have to try and read it from afar, and I don't have my glasses on, so just bear with me. So there is a quote that I really loved, and I believe it was from this book. I listen to and read a lot of his books because they just really help inspire and really help me stay true to who I am. So this is a really cool thing to say. Along with visualizing how you feel and what you want, how you want to feel. So as I'm already in my mind where I intend to be. I'm already in my mind where I intend to be. So it's like your mind can actually get there before your physical body can. So you know, this might be a little too much. Maybe you're just starting out on self-love journey and maybe you don't know who Dr. Wayne Dyer is, and this might be a little over your head, and that's okay. You're listening to me for a reason, and you were brought here for a reason. So just trying to stay open-minded and just even start with I am. I am loved. I'm worthy. I am happy. I'm excited. I'm energized. And my new favorite, because I'm reading Gabby Bernstein's new book, I am a super attractor. Just for a little bit more manifestation in your life. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember to take time for you. You matter. I matter. Remember, I matter. So you matter. take time for you, and, you know, one step at a time. And again, enjoy the journey, because it really is about the journey. Because if you don't love the journey, you won't love the destination, even though as much as you want to. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But just know that, like, love and embrace where you are now, because it really is about the journey. And this took me a long time to understand. So take a deep breath and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.